Well done. What are they doing? Are they just like go? Yeah, they're just going back up to the upper level to jump back down again. I've never seen this before. There they go again. What is happening? Sure. Yo, this segment of this game just keeps on giving. This would have been done, What? What? Okay. I have no idea what the hell he was doing, and neither did he. This is stupid. Yo, but it fucking worked. You know, there's no reason that should have worked, right?
Hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So we need to fill this. We could put somebody with free. Louis didn't survive. So, I mean, that just patently 100% means Louis needs better equipment. I think it takes an hour for them to be revived. No, 10 minutes. That's not terrible. Anyway, so let's, Louis is dead. Let's do some 6.5 hour long shenanigans. We're just not sending out Lewis, whatever. We're not sending him out this cycle. Timer. Good stuff. I'm always really, really, really good at just totally forgetting what the fuck I'm doing. So what do I need over here? Probably this. So we need an unassuming nerd from this area. What could we use on the other? So like I'm going to send them both to the other. Oh wow, there is nothing to hide under over here at all. Jesus, that was genuinely uncomfortable. Why did that happen? The hell? Okay, so I've got an empty battery. Number of them, it looks like. Oh, I have another Awakenings worth. A crowd control effect. I genuinely don't know what that means. I got nothing. So yeah, for now I'm gonna put everything away and we're just gonna look for new henchers so that they may hench. I need some henchings. Wait, what? No, get out of here. I don't think I have a box for these, so production, storage. I do wonder why that just doesn't want to land in between stuff. Ah, fuck. Okay, let's just go ahead and get these done. I don't know like what kind of mental block I keep getting on, but obviously it's because, well, game is kind of difficult to remember what inputs are what. Honestly, like the way that this game is controlled is not great. Like I was saying to Jesse earlier, game's good. It has got some fucking problems. Oh my god, dude. Okay, how many seeds do I have? 6, 8... Looks like 10. Five, 6, 7, 8. Okay. What's up, Louie? Somehow you still need better equipment. So, we're gonna deal with you in a second. know why I'm so far off to the side. Maybe it's because I was grabbing my drink, but still. Feels a little weird to look over at my cam and be like, oh, I'm all the way on the fucking left. All right. All right, well, while I'm waiting for all that other shit, I think it's very weird that it doesn't arrange the generals, in my opinion, correctly. I don't know. I don't remember where Louis got sent that got him fucked up, but I said I wasn't going to send him anywhere. That's not true. I'm probably going to go ahead and just send him somewhere / anywhere. Just bring me back something. I'm not nearly as enthused about the idea of, like, setting them up with the necklace. The upgraded necklace that requires a blood merlot and all that. Total pain in the ass. So what do we got? These. That's literally his shit. Hold on. Yeah, y'all go ahead and do that. Krusty can, I don't know, get glass or something. Okay, so wait, what do we need right now? I think here we could probably use a cursed boyo. Do we even have a tracker? We don't. You know what I could use right now, actually? Let's see. Where is a rugged hide? Ooh, you know what? What am I doing? Oh, god damn it, fuck. So, Dunley Tracker. On the other side, let's just be honest, could use something to, like, to get the gold. Yeah, what's up, Cremmy? Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of, staffing, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So I need a worker from this area for that, and I need... What did I decide on? Well, you know what? Fuck glass. Yeah, that'll work out. Yeah, after this, I'm not really sure what I'm going to play because I really shouldn't play God Hand until I get these replaced. Because, like, the difference in the audio on the left and right side is really, really, really fucking rough at this point. Yeet. So a tracker in this area, I think, makes sense, because we could always use more bone grave dust and scourge stone. Like, we're gonna need heaps of that, I think. And then, yeah, worker over here. A tracker over here. We could do that. I mean, yes and no. It went okay. Here lately, I'm definitely not keeping up with it well enough. So, like, as a result, I end up, like, coming back and just not having nearly as much stamina as I should. So, like, it's not a total mess, but at the same time, I'm just not as decked as I really should be at the moment. But it's fine, I'll get there. Oh no, the booms. Since I'm not, like, archiving it to YouTube anymore, I get to just, like, play the kinds of tracks that I want, rather than, like, having to worry about, like, what is and isn't gonna get flagged. And that has made those sessions just infinitely more entertaining. These fucking shadows, dude.
They get shit on. You're not the only one with explosives, nerd. Alright, well that's one of them. I'm not really super concerned about what their level of expertise is. Little too hand-holdy, huh? I find that like a lot of games do a really bad job of like like the speed at which it introduces new concepts to the player, right? Like, I know that at some point this game did a relatively okay job of introducing new things to me. Like, for instance, you're not gonna have you're not gonna start off and immediately need to understand what like a couple of hundred fucking items do, like the aesthetic of a mobile game. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. There is a game that I have that I quite enjoy that is almost certainly a mobile game at its very core. Called Meltdown, and like it is generic enough to be a mobile game, but it's actually pretty alright. As far as like the text hand-holding you everywhere though, like does it introduce things fast enough that like it feels like it's interrupting you with like a text block every few seconds? Like, oh, it's been almost 40 seconds, better slap the player in the face with another block of text. I don't know why I'm going ahead and just wrecking everybody that I see, but I'm having a good time doing it, so why not? Well, voice acting doesn't necessarily solve the problem you're talking about either, because, like, consider the fact that like text boxes, usually you can mash them away at a reasonable speed. But with voice acting, you're just stuck with the speed at which it was voiced. Usually. Like, for instance, and again, not that I support RGG Studios in any way, shape, or form at this point, but it is worth noting that, like, one of the key skills in speedrunning the original Yakuza was text smashing. And if I had to deal with listening to them bang on instead of, like, just being able to push button quickly, that would have been the goddamn worst. Oh, that's the mine. Is it like the really, like the... Is it... Like, do the text bubbles, like, come and go really quickly if you mash them away good? Or is it one of those scenarios where they creep in
hella slow and aren't at all well paced. They creep in. Ugh. Okay, never mind. I agree with you. That shit sucks. Goddamn terrible. Ah, come on. I'm a bear. I didn't want to be a bear. I wanted to be a wolf. I'm not really sure why I was, like, wobbling right there. Oh, never mind. I know why. It's because these dickheads with these swords push you a bunch. Guys, come on. I just want to know what's going on with these vendors, bruh. Like, I don't even want to fuck with all of y'all. Mate, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Look at all this death and destruction, and literally all I wanted to do was go shopping. Well, clearly, I'm evil. Oh. Well, that's the gem vendor anyway. Can we... Where... Okay. Urban potion. Seeds, I guess, sure. I'm strong enough now that they shouldn't actually know that I'm the vampire. Where the hell are the other vendors, though? I don't even know what that is. Chroma gun. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that at all. In all likelihood, I've gone through it on the, is there any deal shenanigans, though? So, there's the building on the left and the building in front of me. Is there a building over here to the left? It tests my knowledge on colors. It doesn't necessarily sound like fun, if I gotta be honest. City Goods, this is the guy I was looking for. So he sells a helmet that I don't care at all about. Yeah, none of this is at all interesting. You know, there was a game I tried on at one point that was definitely 100% trying to be similar to Portal, where instead of having portals, you solved puzzles with magnetism. And I gotta say, like, the most infuriating thing about it was that magnetics of the same polarity attracted rather than repelling each other. And that annoyed the shit out of me. Like, the nerd in me was like, what the fuck? How did, like, not even the nerd in me, like, the basic understanding of anything in me was like, are you guys serious? Like, how did you fuck this up? I would have, before that, I would have thought this concept was unfuck-upable. But aside from that, the puzzles felt, you know, reasonably well designed, I guess. Like, you know, nothing better or worse than actual Portal. Speaking of which, I think you missed my casual playthrough of Portal 2. How dare. The very nerve to not show up for Portal 2. We need to have a discussion about your future in this company. But yeah, I don't remember what the name of that game was, but it was on Steam, and I don't remember it being particularly expensive. Wait, what? Really? Okay, so real talk, you could totally miss playing the first game at this point. It's, like, the first Portal is not a bad game. It's sort of like the entire... I don't know if you know the story about the Orange Box, but it's basically just a concept game. It's not, like, a whole game in, like, the traditional sense. But, like, Portal 2 is a masterpiece. And see, like, you know what? When the Orange Box dropped and Half-Life was obviously, like, the primo item in it, a whole lot of people at the time were talking about how, like, while, like, the other games were just side games, that Portal was the best thing in the Orange Box. And yeah, probably, if I'm honest. I genuinely, I kind of always thought Half-Life was overhyped trash. Like, I never understood the draw to it. Like, it's a first-person shooter, so it's like, sure, if you like first-person shooters with a bit of a narrative, then that's fine, but, like, I don't... It's one of those games where, like, there's kind of a legendary mythos around it that I don't understand why. Wait, which one? Half-Life or Portal? Fair enough. The Orange Box is a mysterious land to you. Got it. Which is fair. Wow. Usually, people have tried Halo. Halo's another one of those games that I really don't understand the fervor around it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and say I think that Halo is a bad game. Well, okay, specific to the first title, I don't think that Halo is a bad game. But I never really understood, like, and I still don't really understand why people made such a fucking big deal out of it. Like, it's an okay game. There's nothing wrong with it. I think realistically, the best direction that a conversation like this could, like, you could always get intrigued into talking about something like why people, like, why do certain games get such legendary status rather than just being like, you know, yeah, it's a video game. And, you know, let it end there. Oh, whoops. Especially when a lot of people good and damn well know that one of the things that keeps people from being, like, all that interested in certain things, like, you've probably run into at least one scenario where someone specifically does not even want to try on, like, a certain TV show or an anime or a specific video game, entirely because the hype around that thing has gotten just absurd. Like, I've known people that were just like, I don't even want to look at Naruto because of the fandom being crazy around it, and it's like, you know, I gotta give it to him on Naruto. Yeah, the way that people were acting around that game was fucking nonsense. Game? The whole thing, really. Why did I say game? See, I would never, ever, ever put the two of those things in the same thought process. Like, I quite liked Naruto, but I got into Naruto accidentally before most of this country even knew it was a thing. When I say accidentally, I mean accidentally. We were... like, a friend and I, well, friend at the time, he's a dickhead, and I'm glad that we don't know each other anymore. Anyways, we were looking for fucking anime music videos at the time, and we ran into Naruto completely by accident. And the funny thing is that we ran into, like, the first episode that we ran into of Naruto was episode 3. And episode 3 is, like, the slapstick-ass episode where it's more jokes than anything else. And we kind of thought that's what it was going to be. We thought it was going to be, like, mostly a comedy. We thought it was going to be mostly a humorous experience of like trainee ninjas being just doofuses, and it just being a comedy through and through. What we did, like, but then we start like obtaining other episodes and realizing like, oh, the episode that we saw was the oddball of the bunch. The rest of it is not like this. Click. Anyways, now at this point I just need to, like, make equipment. Are you serious?
You will make a fine servant.
I never really got a chance to, like, actually finish Samurai Jack, but I do remember enjoying the Samurai Jack that I saw back in those days. And there is a Samurai Jack video game that I found out about that looks really, really cool. And then I also found out that they pulled that game, so it's not, like, legitimately available anywhere. And so, of course, just knowing that has me just very, very curious. So, of course, I found a way to get it, as one does. But, as of yet, I haven't done anything with it. Okay, so I've got those two going. Oh, Merciless Iron, yeah. I'll get around to doing something with that at some point. I do have it, so I should have put it on my backlog list, but I'm dumb and forgot. I can definitely go ahead and make... Is this the axe? That doesn't feel correct. No, it's... What the hell? Okay. Can go ahead and get that started. Like, I'm also definitely 100% a bit like a lot more of an old man than I used to be in terms of just like I used to feel like I had time to actually... Why will it not show me the goddamn top part of this menu? Cut that out. What do you mean? I've already gone through all the PlayStation 2 games, so... I don't know what else I could really do with them at this point. Like, the only thing I could do with the PlayStation 2 games at this point would be to genuinely force myself to play horrifying shit. So here's the thing, I have actually thought about, like... about, like, going through the demo discs. But, like... I don't know, man. So, like, there's one demo disc I know for a fact needs to be avoided at all costs, and I think it's the Holiday 2005 or 2006 or whatever. It's the one with Beautiful Joe 2 on it, and realistically, even though I know not to play Beautiful Joe 2, I'm not sure... Yeah. I'm not sure that, like, I would want to even roll the dice on touching the Holiday disc at all. I do have access to most of them. But most of those demos are not actually any more interesting than the actual games. You know what I mean? Most of them are not distinct enough. Then you've got, like, the Project Deluge stuff, and I did some backlog of the Project Deluge stuff when, like, when the initial game was good enough to keep. On 2 minutes. Oh, that's gonna get done before the equipment is for sure. Like, if the game itself was interesting enough, yeah, I definitely had a plan to go back through those. In fact, on the backlog list, I think the demos and the betas and prototype versions of those games were in the gray section. The one game that I do really need to tackle some of those on is SMT3 Nocturne has got, like, a number of really odd offshoot versions for the PlayStation 2, and I don't know what the fuck most of them are, but I also, like, haven't actually completed that game proper, so I don't know if I should fuck around with the prototypes when I don't know the game well enough yet. I don't know. It's something. I'll get to it eventually. I'm not worried about it. Usually, like, what I'm worried about when it comes to backlog these days is that, like, the list of games that I'm interested in that are not expensive, is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And it's concerning. Because, like, eventually, I'm gonna have to drop some real cash to actually continue doing anything even vaguely backlog related. I can't believe this has been, like, I've been at this for almost an hour again. Like, this is supposed to be a short stream. Literally, I was just trying to set up a new goon. Well, 2 new goons. That's it! That's all I fucking wanted to... Oh, you know what? I haven't made the necklaces! Oh, fucking god. Frickety fricker. Can you tell that I'm annoyed about the goddamn necklaces? It's not you. I just straight up didn't remember about the necklaces. Okay, well, I have all the armor. Oh, is it? Daro. Please let me interact with the dude. Okay, now that guy can definitely 100% go hit up that that graveyard. He's not gonna need any fucking help. He's gonna be fine. Oh wow. Alright. I'm no longer annoyed about how long this took. Because she was only just barely ready in time anyway. She's gonna need better equipment though. Anyways. What's something I haven't done in a bit? Dude, What in the world? I dropped 1,529 frames? When? Is my internet really shitting the bed that hard? You know what? I noticed earlier that my uploads to YouTube were pretty fucking rough. Ugh. Alright, what haven't I done in a while? I was still working on some shit on Hades. I could see myself doing some Hades. It's been a bit. Been a bit! What in the hell? Hold on. That wasn't locked in place for some reason. What the hell? Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna switch games, and I will be back.
Your timing on that comment could not have been better.